Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well, my number 3 is Mario and Sonic at the Sochi 2014 Olympic Winter Games.
Poor fuckers.
On the Nintendo Wii U, yeah. I thought this was a new game. It's not. Apparently, Nintendo are just giving it a second push, obviously, because it's the right time. This is a difficult one. This is a solidly good game. It's like a 7 out of 10 game, and it's on that scale, it's a very good minigame compendium. But it's so confused, and it's made me realise, it was like a wake-up call that's made me realise how confused the Wii U is, because I hadn't realised before. A few weeks ago when the Xbox One launched, I said it's the most confused machine of all time, and I picked holes in it straight away about what they needed to change, etc. And Microsoft appeared to be fixing it, which apparently is the way to do that, is to make it more like the Xbox 360. But yeah, perhaps it's because Nintendo games are so good, consistently. Maybe it's because I've always played them for my whole life, or maybe it's because we've seen Nintendo defy the odds so many times over the years. But I didn't realise how confused the Wii U is, just to normal people who don't game particularly. It's a very confusing and confused machine. I'll start off with how we started. Basically, we started playing the game, my girlfriend and I, and we played. There's a load of preset events, so you can do a roster of 5 random, not random, but there's preset playlists. Yeah. So we jumped into one, and she had the gamepad, and I had a Wii Motion Plus Wiimote. Now, the Wii Motion Plus Wiimote that I have is the original one, which is a normal Wii Motion Wiimote with a Wii Motion Plus sort of dongle thing that you slot underneath it. Since that's happened, since that was designed, Nintendo have redesigned the Wiimote so that it's got Wii Motion Plus built into it. On the back of the box, the picture is a Wiimote. It looks exactly the same. It says 4. You need 4 of these Wiimotes. To the tens of millions of people who have a Nintendo Wii, they think they have the kit to play this, and they don't. So basically, we did 2 events, which was all fine, and then we got to the third one, and a menu came up saying, "Where's your other Wiimote? Because this game that you're about to play doesn't use the gamepad; it uses 2 Wiimotes." So I got a Wiimote, turned it on, and said, "Where's the Wii Motion Plus?" I don't have a Wii Motion Plus. So the only way to get out of that screen was to quit the game back to the dashboard and then restart the game, which is the kind of fuckery I've never seen on a Nintendo machine, I don't think. So yeah, it's just, there are some games require the gamepad, some of them require Wiimote, some of them require both. So it's just very confused. You can get halfway through a playlist and then the only way to progress is to go back to the dashboard. So, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean the games, like I said, very good. The gamepad support is actually really neat because while you're playing it, if you're doing a game with the Wiimote, it's like a TV, so you see a little Toad reporter in the corner of the screen, and occasionally there's like a little panel of Mii's sitting there. And after some of the games, you do a fake interview and you can give tips to Miiverse and stuff. It's neat. It's really good ideas. Like so much things you've seen on the Wii U. The games are of a high standard. The best ones I thought were the ones that are like traditional console games. So snowboarding uses the gamepad with tilt controls and you're using the triggers and stuff. Really good fun. And there's standard Olympic events and there's dream events. So it's not the last Sonic and Mario Olympic Winter Games, the Wii and the DS one or the 3DS or whatever, 4 years ago. That was a little bit too, we're the official game of the Olympics, so we've got to act like it. This has got all these dream events where, they're much more gamey and there's power-ups and shortcuts and bosses and hazards and, all that shit. So, yeah, the games are of a really good standard. Figure skating is the best. It's like a 4-player simultaneous rhythm action game set to music. There's a Mario-themed one, a Sonic-themed one. There's the biathlon, which is great. And that's the problem with the biathlon is that it makes you realise how great it would be if you could have more than one gamepad connect to the Wii U, which you can't because you're skiing with the Wiimote and then you have to put it down, pick up the gamepad and use it for shooting.
Oh, that's cool.
Put it down again, go back and ski. And just thought that would be so funny if there was like 4 of us doing it, but obviously that can never be.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's no duds. It's not on a par with Nintendo Land, but it's really not far off it as a minigame collection. There's no bad ones like there's a couple of stinkers in Nintendo Land. But yeah. It's just such a confused game, and the fact that you can buy it and not play some of the games is quite ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it is. It is a very confused and confusing machine.